Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Y'all, when Martell and Tisha face off about the jealousy and Carlos asking Martell, is he rooting for the Scotts? Part of me, well, for a small portion, I can't stand Martell. No, I'm not backing Martell up, but part of me understand what Martell is saying about the Scotts.
Is it hard for you to watch Tisha and Marsau thrive as a power couple? And that
First of all, Tisha and Marsau are not a power couple. They may be a power outage, but they are not a power couple. What have they done to warrant a name such as a power couple? They have not done anything. Finished the project. They have, what have Tisha done? They can't even build an office, and both of them are in real estate. Make it make sense. Power where? They're powerless. Power outage. But power couple? No. Like I said in my last video, they would have to be a couple in order to be a power couple. They don't even get along. Marsau treats Tisha like a doorstep. Power where?
that was something you once wanted for you and Melody?
What do you mean he once wanted for he and Melody? When Martell and Melody were together, they were the ultimate power couple around Huntsville. That's why the Scotts was hanging around them so tough. That's how the Scotts were able to get off their feet and get a business, because Melody, and even though Martell wasn't didn't have Melody status, nobody knew, because Melody was such a boss in her own right, to the point that nobody knew unless you were in on the inside. Nobody knew that it was all Melody. Nobody knew that Martell wasn't really doing anything. That's just how much of a power couple they were, because Melody shielded Martell. Marsau is not enough on his own to shield both him and Tisha, to stand out so much that he and Tisha can be looked at as a power couple. And Tisha, damn for sure, hasn't done anything at all to make people look, to cover both of them, to make people look at them as a power couple.
No, I always wish them the best. I want them to grow. I want them to prosper. I'm not a jealous person. Never been. Never.
Now, I do believe that Martell is jealous of Melody. I really do believe he's jealous of Melody. I don't think he's so much jealous of the Scotts. I think he's just pissed at the Scotts because of what they went through together in their marriages. They were all doing, he and the Scott brothers, they were all partying and playing together with other women out in the street. And Martell thought that Melody was somebody to be played with, like Tisha and Kimmy was, and he messed around and he found out.
Or will be. It's not in me. Tisha, Marsau, how do you feel about what he's saying? Do you guys think Martell is rooting for you guys to make it? No. Don't twist it. I'm not rooting for them. I'm not rooting for you. I want you to understand the difference. I'm not
understand. I know I'm one of the few people on this stage that don't have a college degree, a doctorate. Obviously somewhere in the middle between hating and rooting.
Now, Kimmy, who is educated, I don't understand why she didn't get this. You can actually be okay with somebody, not be jealous of somebody, but not be rooting for them. You don't have to be rooting for them, and you don't have to be a hater of theirs. It's just sometimes, and a lot of us have been there and have people that we no longer deal with, regardless of what happened. But we have people that it's like, I just don't deal with them anymore. I'm not hating on them, but I'm not their cheerleader. I'm not rooting for them. Whatever happens with them, it happens. We've all been there, and we all have people that we feel that way about. So for them to say either Martell is for them or he's against them, no, two things can be true at the same time. He does not have to root for them. Just because he doesn't root for them does not mean that he's jealous of them.
Like, there's apparently a middle.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm not their cheerleader.
Okay, so you're not rooting for them to make it.
No, and I'm not rooting for them not to make it.
Why would anybody on this stage not root for one another?
Because of the things that we've gone through and the certain things that he said and done and the fakeness, the phoniness, and all that kind of... No, I'm not.
How many people think about it when you're on your job and your supervisor says, I need you to train such and such to do your job. First thing you say is, I'm not training these people to replace me. And you're not hating on the person, but you're not finna give them a leg up on you either. So that's what I mean by you can be actually neutral when it comes to other people that you don't deal with. I mean, you don't know this person, but they're coming to you out of the blue saying, oh, train something. You're like, no, I'm not. Because 9 times out of 10, when you train somebody, you're training your replacement. And Martell, because he let the Scots ride his coattail until they got comfortable to think they're ready to step into the spotlight. Basically, he gave them time to get their feet wet and get comfortable. So in a sense, Martell kind of like trained the Scots to take his place.
It's so funny, Carlos. I feel like Martell has a mirror up in front of him right now saying everything that he actually done to us. From the very beginning, from season 1, sending stuff to bloggers, trying to damage our reputation.
Why are you saying about me?
Tisha Mama is a blogger. So when Tisha Mama get on, while she's talking about people sending stuff to bloggers to ruin somebody's reputation, how many times have Wanda got on her soapbox and went after Melody with information that we know has been force-fed to her by the Scots, by Tisha? So when she is sitting up there trying to act like, trying to sit up on her high horse, trying to call Martell out, and Martell, I do believe that he has fed some things to the blogs, especially about Melody. But Tisha, don't try to act like you above sending stuff to the bloggers.
Why are you saying about me on the stage right now?
It was you.
Martell, don't lie, because Carlos has helped you out with bloggers. DJ Richie Scott, when he first came out and read those documents about how Martell was messing over his kids, being doing corporal punishment on his kids, and DJ Richie Scott had to retract his statement, take his whole video down and apologize or whatever. We know doggone well that was Carlos and Martell that called DJ Richie Scott to retract that whole video. So don't act like you're above it as well, Martell. You and Tisha, you and the Scots, y'all run tit for tat.
Information had them come for us. It was always you.
So you scared of Melody? Melody's
I'm
right
not
there.
afraid
You
to
scared
say
of her?
about it. I'm not
You
afraid
gotta be
to
scared
say
of her because you
about
know
it.
who it was.
I'm taking facts.
You know who it was.
Yeah.
But for Tisha to know who it was all this time, she knew it was Martell, but because Martell has been holding the Scott secrecy in, it's been okay for her to try to paint the narrative as it being Melody, who is contacting blogs and trying to ruin their character, trying to ruin their marriage. So I don't feel no sympathy for Tisha, the Scotts, nobody. And first of all, what reputation? The Scotts, they created their own reputation. They messed up their own reputation for the way that they handled the Melody Martell escapade on this show. And Tisha, Marsau, they did their own damage to their own reputation. Don't put that all on Martell, because they did a number on themselves.
You feeding girls information, having them coming from us. You was feeding them information.
Who was he feeding information to?
Mel,
his other baby mother. He's feeding everything.
So if Tisha knew that Melody was only repeating what she got from Martell, then why didn't she say that? Why? But she stayed cool. If she knew this, she stayed cool with Martell all of these seasons up until now. Up until Martell called her out for being the backseat Buick alpha.
Information, having them to try to comfort us. He's feeding bloggers information. Now, you guys was partners together a lot, but I believe everything came from you.
I didn't know. To this day, I don't even do that. This day. Do you think
Tisha and Marsau, y'all did it to yourself, because that's what y'all get for teaming up with Martell to go against Melody, and y'all allowed him to know y'all secrets and hold y'all secrets instead of y'all coming out living y'all true reality on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all allowed Martell to hold secrets over y'all head, and in exchange, y'all went after Melody. Your mom, the blogger, went after Melody. So it's tit for tat. I don't feel no sympathy for Tisha and Martell. But my thing is, why is Tisha up there going back and forth with Martell instead of Marsau interjecting and speaking to Martell? This is exactly what people been saying all season, or well, for all of these seasons. Marsau does not protect Tisha at all. There is no way that Tisha needed to be up there arguing back and forth with Martell when her husband is sitting right next to her. But I guess she knew who she married. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.